Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode. Today, Aaron and I will be discussing with you on a project which has garnered a lot of interest in the northern part of Singapore, and that will be Springleaf Residence.
A total of 941 units in this mega development right at District 26 Thomson area. But I think one of the video analyses that we want to do about this project is to share with you whether is it too ulu of a project to buy or whether it's a genius investment. So stay tuned to the rest of the video to find out.
So before we dive into the details, if you find this analysis helpful, please hit the like button in this video.
Well, the first thing about Springleaf Residences, right, is the massive land plot. 345,000 square feet, and it's notable for the first ecological biodiversity sensitive condo. It's a long word over here, but they are just trying to be the first in whatever they are building in this project.
That's right. It really embraces nature. So the URA plans for Springleaf actually emphasize on retaining wild forests and the green corridors. One critic even joked that this area might actually have more animals than human beings, which could also perhaps call Springleaf Island instead of Springleaf Residence.
Walko Land, which is the developer, very good track record. What they're gonna do is to embrace nature and the actual livable space by having not full height window, because they don't want to have birds collision, right, because of the full height window. So this is something quite unique for this development.
So beyond the nature element, there are also incredible facilities, like up to 77% of the site is actually dedicated to non-building coverage, meaning to say they actually have a 50-meter lap pool, 30-meter spa pool, which is actually very big for a spa pool, right? And also a unique 125-meter running track around the conservation building.
And of course, they're going to repurpose shared amenities like the gym at level 1, a co-working space at level 2, and even a maker space on level 3. And also to prevent wildlife from entering the barbecue pits, right? They're actually going to put it at the Sky Terrace. How interesting is that?
So now let's look at the key factors. This is a 99-year-old leasehold project with TOP expected in the second half of 2029, and the unit mix is family focused with like a 63% comprising of 3 bedrooms, 4 and even 5 bedroom units.
Well, you are familiar with the Lentor Belt projects. Lentor Modern is right at the footstep of Lentor MRT. This is going to be the same for Springleaf, and it's the first mover advantage. It's going to be less than 2 minutes shelter walk to Springleaf MRT.
Wow, then that's really very convenient. You like buying convenience at your doorstep. In case you are wondering where the Springleaf MRT station is located, it's actually on the tail line, the Thomson East Coast line. So it has direct access to key areas like Orchard and also a quick route to the Woodlands RTS link, which we have touched on previously in our previous episode. So for drivers, it's also actually very accessible, situated along the Upper Thomson Road, which is actually close to the SLE, which is our Seletar Expressway. So in terms of connectivity, even for drivers, it's super convenient.
And not just for drivers, there's a total of 236 bicycle lots. As you can tell that, we are going for a nature route. So if you like your park connectors, you like walking, cycling with natures, right, this is the project for you. And of course, there's sufficient car park lots, as you can tell, 759 in total. So the layouts are very complex, 2-bedder all the way to 5-bedder. So if you're struggling to decide which layout is more efficient or which are the units that are facing the expensive greenery view, leave those questions in a comment and we will address it.
Alternatively, you can also reach out to our team for a personalized discussion, and we can help you analyze the specific quantum play and also the appreciation potential for units like highly sought after, which is the 4-bedders and also the 5-bedders.
Well, we have been talking about the pros of the project, right? I think many of you would like to find out what are the cons of the project. So one of the cons is that there is no immediate major mall that is right in this area, not yet announced anyways. But just a short walk, you have your little shop houses for amenities, for food options. There's a consolation from the home buyers for this project.
That's right. So while URA has zoned land next door for a mixed-use site, including a supermarket that is not available yet, for families, the absence of primary schools within the immediate 1 km radius is actually a major deterrence, though future schools are expected also to be built along the way as the population starts to grow.
And also another investor concern is that there is 0 bids in the previous Springleaf Residences plot of land. So one of the concerns is that it might limit the future price appreciating if new land sales were to be pushed out.
And finally, there are pricing concerns. Even though the developer acquired the land cost at a low cost, around $95 per square foot per plot ratio, they are not selling low. So one analysis actually noted that they would prefer to enter the resale market immediately for clearer upside and rental income. If the launch price is too high, buyers might actually circle back to the neighbouring projects like Canberra Crescent for better perceived value.
So based on the developer's launch price, well, you don't have your 1 bedder, 2 bedders anymore, right? We only have 3 bedders and above, and the pricing is already above 2000 PSF. So one of the concern is that can it appreciate anymore?
So currently what we actually have balanced in Springleaf residences are from the 3-bedroom onwards. So you are going at about 2055 PSF, which is already about 2.3 million. And all the way we have until 5-bedroom, which is going at about 2000 to 2003 PSF, which is about 3.4 million.
Currently at 2000 PSF, to get a family-size home at 2.3 mil quantum, even in the resale market at Thomson area and all this, is relatively hard and supply is quite low. So I do see why buyers are attracted to this project at this price.
So Aaron and myself, we actually frequently look into the new launches and also to uncover hidden gems. So if you want to know about the latest insights on what's the next best development, make sure to hit the subscribe button.
And of course, this Springleaf residences at the end of the day is first mover advantage and the connectivity. Being the first major condo that is being launched in the Springleaf area, then that is the draw of this project.
So the direct sub 2-minute sheltered link to the Springleaf MRT is actually a very powerful point that very few new launches can match, especially when you are in the landed enclave right in Springleaf.
And of course, Guoco Land as the developers is a strong backing and confidence to the buyers who is looking at this project. You can expect good finishes and good sell-out, which we have already seen in the launch. They have did tremendously well.
So for own-stay buyers, the lifestyle is actually very unique. The biodiversity sensitive design, super long word again, and huge site area, 77% of landscaping, provide a rare tranquil retreat. The units' layouts are highly functional and spacious.
And of course, the 4 to 5 bedders in the resale supply and even in the new launch, especially in D20 Thomson area, right, is very little. So it's not surprising that the 4 to 5 bedders are the most attractive units to go for. Furthermore, the URA long-term plan to develop another 33 acres forested land into mixed-use neighborhood in this area will prime this area for gradual appreciation over time.
So overall for these Springleaf residences, I think out of 10, I'm gonna rate it at 8. How about you, Aaron? What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's a really tough call. They did really well. Even at the time of recording this video, you can already know that a lot of people believe that it's 8 upon 10 or even better. But for me personally, I think it's a strategic choice for a specific type of buyer. So if you're like the long-term owner-occupied kind of buyer and you recognize the fact that the current supply of 4 to 5 bedders or even the larger 3-bedder homes, right, is not really your thing right now, and you really enjoy the nature living experience that probably no other areas can offer you, then I think it's a good one to go for, and I would rate it 8.10.
So if you're buying into new launches to make money, investment, like pure investment, you will need to actually be able to sell to the resale buyers also. So this project's success relies a lot on the long-term confidence. So in other words, we need a holding period there, you know, in the URA master plan, and also the eventual population growth that is this current quieter part of the north region. And if you like this video today, we look forward to the next episode with you where we'll be sharing with you more property insights. Until then, we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.